A lot of people didn't know how to do today is the third town we're doing in Cavan under the Cavan promotion of tidy of villages and towns in Cavan, and it's completely independent. It's not from we don't have an authority from the council to do it. It's just basically trying to promote towns, and I'm going to talk about Ballyconnell today. Ballyconnell, straight off the bat, it's a beautiful, beautiful town. It's a beautiful, beautiful town, especially it's on the Shannon. And I have to say, during the summertime, I really enjoyed it. I was down there 3 or 4 times. And you can see the boats. You can see the boats in the river. You can see the boats coming up because there's a Shannon. It goes out to the Shannon, and it goes. Let me get this right. It goes the. It's a Shannon. It's a tribute of the Shannon. In other words, that took a while for me to explain, but it's lovely there on a summer's day, and beautiful, beautiful, just beautiful on a summer's day. Watching the boats go up and down the river. Couldn't ask for any more better. It's beautiful, beautiful air too down there at the Ballyconnell Mountains and the windmills. It's just beautiful. So yeah, that's just straight off the bat. And I suppose we'll have to say this. People probably have, at the moment in time, are probably pretty wary when I say the word Ballyconnell because they remember what happened to the gang feud, I suppose, down there with the Quinn Industrials. And just to say, these people who threaten, the people of Ballyconnell, and the people of Ballyconnell, take my hat off to you, because you stood up against them. You stood up against the people of Ballyconnell, stood against them, and said, we won't tolerate this in our town. And they're totally right to. And some of these people are going to spend a long, long time behind bars, which is rightfully so. And if they have a problem with it, then all means see me about it. But threatening the local town, intimidating local people, abusing your way into power, is never going to work out in any county in Ireland, and will never work out in Cavan. And people will always resist against any criminal gangs threatening people and threatening innocent people, and that won't be tolerated. And thankfully, due injustice is being performed at the moment in time, and some of these gangsters have been locked away and never going to be let out for a long, long time. Just on a FYI, so pretty much they're gone now. So yeah, and I better mention this too, Sean Quinn, and we have to give Sean Quinn credit here. Before he had this big business and it was a multi-millionaire and everything, that Steve Russell Hotel in Ballyconnell, he owns all that. Well, I think he still owns it now, even though he's a bit bankrupt. But Sean Quinn did put Ballyconnell on the world stage, I suppose you could say, with Quinn, Quarry and everything there, and he put Ballyconnell really on the map too. And he gives so many, like in Ballyconnell, there's no big businesses, like there's no big industries and everything. The only thing that's there is Quinn's. And I can't tell you the many local people I met in Ballyconnell that have said, Sean Quinn gave us a job, Sean Quinn, helped us out. And, boosted the town. I'm sure people in Ballyconnell would agree 100% with me that, the time Sean Quinn went bankrupt and he lost all his businesses, the town was very upset, which they were right to be. Because Sean Quinn, gave them local business. Local people got local jobs. And they didn't have to go outside the town to get work. And, they were paid very well and they were treated very well. And, people absolutely adored Sean Quinn in Ballyconnell. And, and I think we have to give Sean Quinn credit for putting Ballyconnell on the map too. And I'm sure people in Ballyconnell would agree with me on that. And also, Ballyconnell tidy towns. When I was down there woods during the summertime, it was beautiful hanging baskets on the bridge going over the super fire and leading into Ballyconnell. Beautiful hanging baskets. And it was lovely summers there, as I was saying. And beautiful flowers, just absolutely beautiful. And then the park over, when you're crossing the bridge, there's a park there, and it's an Irish flag and everything. That's beautiful, beautifully done up, and really simple as that. They've done an amazing job with Ballyconnell tidy towns, along with I think support of the council. But it was beautiful, really, really. It was very nice that day. It was very nice and warm, and it's beautiful. It was beautiful to walk across the bridge and the walkway. Beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. So there's loads of hidden treasures in Ballyconnell. As I said, the mountains. It's beautiful to look up at the mountains, and the air is coming down from the mountain, and it's just beautiful. Beautiful fresh air. It's just all in all, good town. It's really, really beautiful town, and it's just lovely kept, and people are just so nice in Ballyconnell too. I went in so many restaurants and I was in Ballyconnell too. Great hospitality. I mean, and great food. Like one of the restaurants, I can't remember it now. It's across from the old courthouse. It was a courthouse in Ballyconnell. I can't remember now to save my life, but I went in there and it was beautiful fry, beautiful breakfast, and would recommend to people. go into that restaurant. I can't remember the name of it, but please do pop in and say that I said to you, because I love going in there. I really really love, and every time I go to Ballyconnell, I always have to go in and have me fry, which is good. I can't think of it now to save my life. Like, honest to God, it's gone out of my head. Like a lot of things has got in my head. But it's a beautiful town, and I can't get over. It's so beautiful. With the water, with the river and everything going through it, it's beautiful with the mountains, and you're looking at when you're on Main Street, Ballyconnell, you're looking at the windmills just right over there above you, which is it's beautiful to see in the nice summers there. So yeah, it's beautiful, and there's so many there's so many local businesses there, and there's so many locals running the businesses and everything, and you're helping. It's very thankful. In other words, I went into a gift shop in Ballyconnell. I met two older people there, one in the shop, and they're very thankful. They were very thankful. I bought a few things. I actually bought this pin in Ballyconnell, that I'm wearing here. Very thankful. It was one something. Very very thankful. I give them €2, and it was one. I think it was €1.50. And I give them €2. They were very thankful. You think I give them €1,000,000? How thankful they are, and this just goes to show you that the big businesses too, in Cavan and in different across the country have taken their business, and sadly they're very thankful. They are very thankful, and I would say to people help local businesses if you're going through Ballyconnell. Give a few bob in, buy a few things. As I said, there's a good few tricolours which I really liked, because I buy the tricolours down there in that gift shop. And extremely thankful. They nearly, go down and kiss your feet because they're that thankful. And it's very, not very often. Like, you go into Dunn stores, or you go into Superfire, the multi-billionaire shops, and you go in to buy. You could spend €3,000 in Superfire and Dunn stores, and they wouldn't care less. You wouldn't get any tax for it. But if you went into one of the shops there and you spent €3,000, they would be very very thankful. And that's the same with every shop in Ballyconnell. They're very, very tight for people. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really hope that encourage you to go to Ballyconnell, because it's really, really lovely place to go. Especially in the summertime. If it's a lovely summer's day, pack your bags and go to Ballyconnell for today. Because it's beautiful. It's beautiful with the boats, and it's just beautiful. In the summertime, it's beautiful. Like, it's just absolutely gorgeous in the summertime. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope I haven't missed anything. I probably missed a few things, but forgive me for that. Forgive me, because there's a lot to mention about Ballyconnell. There's a lot of places, a lot of research read. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. Tidy towns. They won twice the tidy towns, in 1971 and in 1985. If I remember that correctly. So it's well done to them for winning that back there in them 2 times. And they won a lot of money back then. I think it was back in 75 or 71. Sorry. I think it was £200 or something like that, 200 whatever it was back then. It was a lot of money, like money well forward back then, but it was a lot of money back in that day. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and if you're going through Ballyconnell someday, pop into some of the local shops, have a little walk around. It's a beautiful town, it's beautiful scenery. You won't regret it. You really won't regret it. If you want to just go out for an hour, take your mind off something, and you want to just go down on the bus to Ballyconnell and just chill beside the river or one of the beaches or anything like that, and just look at the boats going up and down, and just have the beautiful fresh air coming down from the mountains. It's just beautiful. Anyway, take for watching, subscribe for more, and bye.